Hi guys, good morning, and my name is Yathiraj Udupi, and I'm from Cisco. And today I'm going to be talking about a smart way of doing ops and monitoring, going with the current times. So yeah, I guess we've all gone through these pains of trying to operate and monitor and make sure your infrastructure, your cloud, your servers, your apps, and everything is running up and fine. So as you can see here, the community currently, even in the OpenStack community as well as in the broad ops community, is using a whole bunch of tools that you find out there trying to do the operational monitoring. So to name a few, like the Collective Metrics monitoring and Sensu, Xenos, name it. There are a whole bunch of tools and APIs, and several of them provide you dashboards where you can see what's the current status, and typically triaging sessions, as you may see, go through a bunch of some kind of like a standard way of running through a run book and then trying to go through all your steps to figure out what's actually going wrong. So as you may see, some of these workflows are very mundane and ad hoc, and sometimes people do come up with a bunch of these automation scripts to kind of help you, but they all still rely on some kind of a human expert to figure out which exact workflow would fit for the current scenario. So these are all the current pain points of kind of going through this whole process of operational monitoring. So how can we make this a bit more interesting and easy for anyone to go through this? So the idea is that you see from the existing community, you have a whole bunch of these automation workflows and a bunch of tools and APIs that you may use. So, but in addition to these, if you introduce some additional artificial intelligence and kind of make them all, combine them all in a really smart interactive interface, which brings them all together, you probably would get some way of a smart way of doing interactive triaging. So that's the whole effort that I'd like to talk about here. And all of this kind of came about while I and a bunch of my team members were trying to manage a production SaaS, and we thought, okay, why not make it a bit more interactive? So this is where the field of chatbots that I'm going into. So to introduce a bit about chatbots, you may see that chatbots is like getting so popular all over. Pretty much everyone out there, every company out there, everyone out there, every business is trying to provide you a chatbot way of mode of interaction, be it in the retail e-commerce or the news or financial tools. I mean, name it. I think you have a chatbot for everything out there. So what is a chatbot? It is an interactive and a very functional. It provides you some sort of a function that helps you and a service to basically get anything done. So that is the whole idea of how, and all of the interfaces, you don't need a smart UI or you don't need anything. It's all you need is a simple messaging platform wherein you can send in your function as a simple natural language text, and then you get your response information or you get some action done. So this is the whole idea, and you may see currently there are so many chat platforms out there, be it the Slack or the Facebook platform, Telegram, or even your basic text message also can act as a chat platform. And so with such a huge popularity of chatbots, why not use chatbots and chatbot platform for ops and monitoring? That's the idea here. And so this is our early attempt to kind of present you the Adiuvo Bot for OpenStack. And here, as an initial attempt, we want to provide you a chatbot interface to kind of support all the OpenStack ops, admin, and client kind of op workflows in a very interactive way. And so this is the beginning, is to get all the information possible from your OpenStack clouds. But then going forward, how can you make this kind of a chatbot interface and the chatbots a bit more smarter? So add in additional machine learning, and so that every triage session of use that you go through a chatbot, you can learn what are the typical triage workflows. How can you recommend triage workflows? What would be the best scenario for the current scenario, current problem you're going through? So these are some things where an intelligent agent can help you kind of learn based on your history of all the sessions that you've gone through. And in a way, you can also introduce a lot of rules-driven automated actions. So your bot kind of takes care of some of the self-healing aspects, and also maintains a record of everything that it has taken in the chat platform. So, and in going further into the OpenStack use cases, so to begin with, what we think is that this chatbot, Adiuvo Bot, could be like your one-stop shop for all the client interactions. So that way, it translates your intent to derive some information or take some action from the human text, and then translates it to corresponding OpenStack APIs, and then it basically performs that action in the chat platform, and the chat platform maintains the history of all these interactions, and it also kind of enables the right access control as to which user can basically is allowed to do what action. And the second use case is like it also becomes your controlled environment for all triaging. So everything and anything that you do to your production environment is done. It can be controlled via your chat platform, so that every action is accountable for, and it also provides an easy way to report your overall session and then maintain runbooks as a simple chat transcript. And in addition to this, if you add agents into that, they can learn to figure out all the typical workflows that you've gone through. So this is an early effort. We just have an early POC that I'm going to demo in a bit. But then the whole attempt is to introduce this to OpenStack community, and then try to make the invite community and get help from the community to refine this idea further, and then get more action going. So there's a wiki out there to kind of get more information and to get started. So maybe a quick dive into a simple POC that we guys did using Slack as the chat platform. So I have a cloud running which I've integrated to my demo here, and so basically what I'm going to show you in the demo is how you can interact with an OpenStack cloud, and then get some basic information via the chat interface. And like you may know about Slack, all the interactions are kind of recorded, and then they're all stored in the chat interface. So everything is pretty much saved. So let me start the demo. So say this is how I chat with my bot. And if I want to introduce, okay, my bot responds saying, I'm an OpenStack bot, how can I help? And okay, now I need to know how do I work with you? So I say help. So then it says, yeah, you can use the show command with the OpenStack client APIs to interact with me. So then I run some commands saying, okay, show me all the servers out there. So I sent that message to my bot, and then my bot responded with all the servers that I have up there, out of which 2 are active, 1 is suspended. Now I need to know about the flavors out there. And then, okay, if I want to drill further into one of the servers that I'm looking at, I can probably ask it to show me further information about that server. And it kind of provides me this additional info. And like I said, if I want to get some of the other things that I need to do, obviously my bot doesn't know everything. So sure, write some more code for it, and then I'll probably get you what you need. And so that's the idea. But this doesn't end here. The idea here is think of all the tools that you use for, say, generating graphs, metric graphs, and dashboards and everything. So this is where you can have it all show up here in your bot platform, where your bot can talk to your corresponding monitoring service, monitoring tool, and it can present you a graph. So that's like, I don't have a demo for that, but idea is that if you kind of write to your bot saying, hey, graph me the CPU utilization of this server, show me all the hotspots, graph me the hotspots in my network, and things like that. So it can directly talk to your monitoring tools, and then grab the graph for you, and then pretty much load it up here. And this entire thing, what you're trying to do here is probably you're going running through a scenario where you're triaging to figure out what's wrong where. So the whole idea is this becomes your runbook flow of all the operations that you did to figure out the root cause analysis. So that becomes like your transcript, and you can store it, and the agent running behind can pretty much learn all these workflows. And the next time when you're typing out there, the bot can recommend you, hey, would you like to also know about this? That might help you with your current problem scenario. So that's the small talk that I had here for all of you. So thank you very much. Yeah.